What's going on, guys? I'm Ada, and welcome back
Where's the
to
bookseller?
Call of Cthulhu. Last time we left off, we ended up having a confrontation with the Shambler, and we were able to beat him back with this one of these occultist daggers that had a specific a symbol on it that Sanders used all throughout his cell before he died that supposedly protected him. And the person that sold him this dagger happened to be a bookstore owner of this place called the Nameless Books, or the Nameless Bookstore, something like that. Apparently has a bunch of occultist stuff in it, and it's going to be cool. So let's go ahead and try to find it.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
This practical work, written by Sigmund Freud for psychologists, describes the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams. The analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announced by Freud at the end of the 19th century. It treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. Oh, that was more medical stuff for me. Cool. I think I only need like... Ooh, do I have... I have 7 CP, so I can actually raise this up to the max level. I'm now a master of this, and I should max out something else. I would like to max out Spot Hidden, to be absolutely honest with you. Because I think Spot Hidden would be good, and especially in times of, like, in here, when there's a bunch of stuff laying around that might be able to help me out. What's this book of?
An old diary.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. Yikes. Cannot be good. Alright, time to look around with a keen eye. Oh, I probably could use this too. Help me out looking at stuff, because I don't think anything's going to be jumping at me just yet. Oh. It's actually really bright in here now. What's this one? Dark Water History. Harry Campbell. In 19th century, as American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the water surrounding dark water. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then, the region was a favored refuge for cetaceans. Cetaceans? Whatever. In 1847, after a month of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that it's a sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of furious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Okay, so learning some more about that time. Which is the thing, too. We have... I wonder if that I was able to open that room up eventually, right? Because you'd think I would be able to, because I have a thing that can, I guess, for a phonograph. Now, this is not really a phonograph, I don't think. It's so I can listen to, like, recorded messages and such. I'm kind of just wandering around in here, because I'm kind of just looking. Because you never know what I might find. Alright. Alright, I looked over here. Oh. Dark Water History. Volume 2. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of rocks surrounding that island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behavior. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Uh-oh. Sound like they all... Well, I mean, they were part of like a... There was a second... So that was a second colony, I think, that disappeared there. Alright, I'm not seeing anything else over here. I mean, I'm seeing some broken bottles of stuff. Breviary of Medicine, Tome 3. Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this collection. That's cool. Yeah, I doubt that just one person could know all the medical
The Book of
practice.
Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers placed truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Hela Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of Theosophia, I know he just said it too, and I'm just like, would have drawn existentially on the text of this work, but no one has been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book, discovered in the Nameless bookstore Darkwater, could be as much as a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. Oh, it's an occultist book. I wonder if this is actually a real book. Because you never know. Like, they might actually pull some stuff out of this. I'm actually looking it up right now. It's an actual book. Yep, that's an actual book. That's out. You can order it on Google or whatever, Amazon and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. So it makes you wonder if there's any other books like that. Would you read this book? Yeah.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Oh man, I got the whole "this will affect your destiny." Is this bad that I've been reading these? What happens if I read these? This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I've never heard of. Divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. Hey, look, you see that one right in front of us? That's the one we fought. It presents itself as reference work on the posterity of the myth, without giving details on the mythology of which it refers. Its pages are covered with Phasmin something illustrations. And apparently, this... Oh, no, never mind. Yay, so I got another book of this that's going to affect my destiny. Handbook of Anatomy and Dissection. Yay, more medical. Man, this bookstore is actually helping me out quite a bit. It kind of makes me want to see if there's like absolutely anything else in here, you know. But yeah, anyway, so I think we looked through everywhere we could possibly look. So time to move on back. Lots of stuff over here. Because these books are really interesting.
What happened here?
Oh, time to reconstruct mode. Oh, and there's also a green thing too I need to look for.
Where did they break in from?
Here, obviously.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
So there was other stuff too that I noticed. Especially, oh, hello. I didn't notice you before.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Okay, if you just wouldn't specify gender, then that's fine. Could be a tall woman. Cat looks like she's pretty tall. I mean, I doubt she would do anything to anybody besides, you know... Ooh, wow. That guy's bleeding quite a bit, isn't he?
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Almost like not a burglar at all, maybe? More like a... Oh no. Cultist? What's this? Or maybe just a...
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
Ew. It's a lot of bugs.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Probably this. Oh, well, this can't be good. This normally doesn't happen.
What the... Charles Hawkins?
Interesting. Why is he here?
Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins.
And she said it.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Apparently there's a book in here then.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
What could it be that she held in this safe? Things is not looking as normal as they usually are. Okay, so I gotta keep...
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Yeah. Dude, this is like the most interesting reconstruction we did. We knew that So Charles came in here, tried to take whatever was in here, but this symbol also wards, because this is the same symbol I do believe Sanders used, and it wards him away. But also, I mean, look at everything else around this. It's all shit, man. So he hid something back here.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
That's stupid. Why'd you do that? A page seems to be hidden here. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and my bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother, if she is still of this world. The following messages are of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. I think we're screwed. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combined in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, or even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of the Miskatonic University, which that's actually a pretty famous university in the Lovecraftian universe. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In the event, I will never be there to guide you, nor to suffer from your actions. Oh, that was a read. Okay, there's a little green thing that I gotta find too, which is right here.
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Yeah. A strange amulet, dependent in the shape of a large dog. I don't know what it represents. I might find out more by searching a bookstore. Yay! Occultism is up again. Another dissection book. Also, time to pull out some good old-fashioned lights. Nothing in there. More
Is
sleeping
everyone
pills.
on this island taking sleeping pills?
So I'm pretty sure everybody on this island is having bad dreams. You know?
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
So this key that bears the Elder sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last Hawkins trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. So interesting. That's something that it actually says. New clue memorized. So that's something I actually need to try to find. It's saying. That's actually really bright. So we're going to go with this. This is stuff's based on alchemy. So we have to find the pin code. Something that deals with Greek something or another. Right? Like, and it says it takes a genius to figure it out. Which kind of, you know, we're not really working with genius intellect over here. You know, we're working with good old me. So, would it be out here then? Holy crap, it will be out here.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Arkham Anthology. So, a collection of poems by Edward Pickman, Derby. Oh, Pickman is one of Lovecraft's poems. I think it's called Pickman's Model. It's one of my favorite. It's not a poem, no, it's a story. It's Pickman's Model, and it's one of my favorite stories. Also known as Nightmare Lyrics, this collection of poems was sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. This volume of Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises It works as esoterium and supernatural. Okay, so there's that one.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
The key. Oh yeah, he's already saying you're gonna see a lot. So the Key of Solomon, a book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. Its various rituals and invocation, rituals, a curse, re-edition. This volume is part of the Arcamonology. Okay.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. I need to find something on Greek. Opera in the 8 acts of something infamous lyrical work published in the Italian of 1768. It is said that the opera was performed by only once, resulting in an audience riot, thus several dead. Okay.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Come on, he just said that, Pierce. A collection of long-term astrological predictions, written verse. Written by Nostradamus. Okay.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Isis Unveiled. A book of esoteric philosophy and the key text of Madame Blanche's Theosophical Movement. Okay.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Okay, so apparently there's going to be a lot of these.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
There's a lot of these, and I'm just going to kind of glance over them to see if I can find out.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
What I need to, which ones I need to use, because I'm pretty sure one of these is going to, these are the codes, and I need to find 3 of these that are working. And I got to look back to see which one of these would matter. But, I mean, are they all over the store, or are these the ones that I need to pick out? Because if they're all over the store, this is going to take forever. But if those are the only ones I need to work on, see. Oh.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Okay, we're going to actually try to do that really quick, too, because... Yeah, see, okay, see, I have clues. I should have used these clues last time. Can I listen to these? I want to see if there's a thing I can use for that. Because that would be interesting to be able to do, is, like, find a way to listen to those tapes. You know? I'm trying to see if there's, like, other things for me to use. Oh, maybe I do use... Yeah, I do use this.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Aetallidd and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So number 9. See, okay, so first off, I apologize, because now I know that I probably had... Where did you come from? Yeah, so that means I actually had these things that I probably found and I never played them, so I apologize for not have playing them.
The Queen has little protection.
But hopefully I'll be able to redeem that for the rest of the game.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
This goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up for a specific motive? Huh. I wonder. I think that was... Oh, no, see, there's still a lot more stuff. Oh. See, I feel like I'm glad I went back through the store to look around, because there ended up being more stuff opened up to me that I couldn't see before, which is incredibly cool. But now I got to figure out the combination to this lock, which it looks like it's all dealing with... Did I read this one?
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Yeah, his particular volume was this one.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
But it's only number 9. And in the... Oh, I don't have to go back. Yeah, so it's number 9, but I don't see how that's going to help me out a little bit. So let's look at some of the clues we got, right? First off, how many points do I got? I got 0 points. So, inventory, here we go. So, if somebody finds these, blah, 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 blah. Whoop, wrong one, wrong one. Each cylinder is numbered. Oh, find the cylinders. So these cylinders are supposed to give me the hints. I apologize, I'm pressing the wrong buttons now because I'm being dumb. Okay, so the following is capital importance. Let's see. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are found in 3 cylinders, which is these. Each hidden where life and study combined in the Greek world. Okay, so I already passed that part. Each cylinder is numbered, if even the celebrated author. Order is the pleasure of reason. So I think he's saying, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. So he's saying that the combination should be one. It should be in the order of 1, 2, 3 of the cylinders. If by chance a genius was... So I got to re-listen to them again. And whichever ones those are, I need to pick it out. I know one of them is 9.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
So the Grail, he's talking about the goblet then. So I think one of the... So... Okay, so the first one's a goblet.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
So the first one's dealing with a goblet and its number.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay, so now that I'm actually listening to these, it actually makes sense. This is the goblet, this is the chessboard, and this is the number 9. So that last one's number 9, but I'm confused by this.
Queen has little protection.
So what position is that then? Is that the number that I'm supposed to put it in? I kind of wonder really quick. I'm going to have to look it up. Yeah, the queen's like all the way over there.
The queen has little protection. The chalice of knowledge.
This is another thing that's kind of confusing. The goblet seems very ancient. It's made of gold decorated with real precious stones. Huh. Okay, so it's talking about rubies. I put 1 because there's only, I guess, 1... Well, I guess maybe I should count the amount of rubies there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 rubies in there. That's because that's what I was talking about in the thing. So let's change this to... Oop, wrong button. So... Okay, that's still not right. So now I feel like that's right with the rubies, though. Because, I mean, what's confusing me is this chessboard.
The queen has little protection.
She has little protection. So we're going with the queen. They say protect the White Queen. I'm pretty sure this is the White Queen. How many pieces can protect her? 1, 2, I guess 3. I don't know how it would protect her. Oh, it would protect her, I guess, in a sense of, like, putting the king in check, maybe? So maybe 3? I don't know. We're gonna try 3. I mean, we can't really hurt ourselves from trying any different numbers. Oh, thank God. Oh, that's a big scary book. Can I buy this on Amazon? No, this looks like it's going to be a half-price books kind of book. Oh, this book looks hella evil. I'm just saying. Oh, that can't be good. Eye of Sauron. Oh, well, this is not good at all. Oh, there's a lot of crazy... Ooh. Hello. Ooh. What did I do? Chapter 8, Riverside Institute. Yeah, we're back. The book. In the Nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins was hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective when he opened it. His mind was projected to another body. Oh. Man, that can't be a book good if the book is made out of human skin. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to buy it at Half Price Books or Amazon. Maybe eBay. That sounds like a thing you can get off of eBay. Game saved. Really bright screen.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Interesting. Why... So what's Captain Fitzroy and Thomas Fuller got? Huh.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Well, let's examine the patient.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Actually, guys, before we actually start examining him, we're going to end this episode here because we just started a new chapter. So we didn't have to fight anything crazy, but we did open a pretty scary-looking book made out of human skin that apparently is transferring us into the consciousness of Marie Holder. Or Colder. Man, I already forgot her name. But anyways, I hope you all enjoy this episode, and I'll see you all next time.